Determine your direction and be faithful. Hi, I'm Dr. Zana with 5 Minute Fuel, which is in 5 minutes a day. We're going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. I got this episode today from John Wesley. Now, John Wesley was the founder of the Methodist Church. So before I move forward, understand, if you're watching this, this is not a religious thing. We need to learn from this person's story and what they went through, and it's truly inspirational. So please be open to that. This is not religion. John Wesley founded the Methodist Church. He had a new message, and he would go around to churches and speak his message. And it was just a burning desire in his heart. He had to get this message out. And when he, in his journal, there was a copy of his diary in his journal. There was an excerpt right there that was astonishing. It started out, he's like, I spoke in St. Somebody Elsewhere's, and I went there, I spoke, I was asked never to come back again. That was a Saturday. Right? So he speaks his messages to his crew, to his peer, because his message was slightly unique and innovative. They said, get out of here. Don't come back here again. The next day, he went to speak at another church and location. They said, listen, you'll never be asked to speak again. And they actually kicked him out. So good. So I was like, wow, boom, boom, 2 major hits. All right. Would you get frustrated? I would. And then next week. So now this is week 2. He spoke at a place. Right? He was in a field. They let loose bulls, like a bull, and almost killed people. And they scattered the people. And then from there, they kicked him out. They kicked him out of the city. Then the next day, he went to another church location. He went there. He was asked never to come back again. That's 2 weeks. Having a bad 2 weeks. Week 3, same thing. Went to a place. Got asked to leave. He didn't leave. They put him in jail. Right? He got released that night. He spoke again. And they kicked him out of the city again. Then the next day, he went and he spoke somewhere else. And we're talking 3 weeks. So 3 weeks of getting hits, punched in the face. But now put yourself in that situation. If I had a message I wanted to give to you guys, and I'm sitting there, and 6 times I got massively rejected, almost outbursts and pushed out, arrested, kicked out of a city, animals let loose to provide bodily harm to myself, there would be a point in time I'm like, screw these people. You know what I mean? Or maybe the market doesn't want what I want, right? So, but he was so focused on this message that he had to give the community. 4th week, went to another city, spoke on the street. They ripped him out of the street and they threw him in jail again. So now he's in jail. Watch this. He gets out of jail that day. And then in his book, he says, then he went to speak somewhere that night. And he goes, when I spoke that night, 10,000 people came to hear me speak. I love that. Hopefully you got goosebumps on that. He tried, and he didn't kind of fail, or it didn't look like he failed. He didn't just get rejected. He didn't just get criticized. We're talking violently opposed for 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, everything sucked. Just got punched in the face for 4.5 weeks, goes to jail. They get him out of jail, and he spoke somewhere that night. And that night, 10,000 people came to hear him speak. And today, you could go in any city and you see the huge Methodist churches and huge funded. But in his journal, on the side of his journal, I love the picture when I looked at the picture. He said, when you want what God wants for the reason why he wants it, you'll become unstoppable. But even more amazing, he put right underneath it, find your direction and be faithful. What is your purpose? What is your desire? What is the message you have for the world? What is that burning desire in here that you want to get out, that you always want to get out? Go for it. And choose your direction, stick to it, and become faithful. And just like his story showed, he got punched in the face, he got rejected, he got thrown in prison, he had animals let loose upon him, he got criticized, but he found it, he stayed faithful to that direction. And he broke through, and 10,000 people not only came to hear him speak, but now hundreds of years later, we're talking about him, and his message and legacy are thriving today. Hopefully you found that inspirational for you guys. Find your direction, be faithful, stick to that. Please comment below. We answer all the questions. Please check us out on all social media, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, also our audio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Go to IamHero.com to get all the free, amazing, awesome, cool mini courses we have for you guys. From me to you, have an amazing day with 5 Minute Fuel, which is in 5 minutes a day will fill your mind, your body, and your future.